Yes, I'm selling them. You saw, I'm trying to reduce the number of fragrances. I did a video, I'm selling 10 fragrances. Yes, I will get the numbers down, I promise. Okay, alright. Yep. Yeah, I'll be down in a bit. I'll just finish recording this. Alright. Fragrance haul video, anyone? Word to your mother, my name's Steve, this channel is Fragrance Riches, and thanks for tuning in. As always, I love you for doing so. Now, today I am doing a fragrance haul video. So recently Zara, the fashion shop, did a sale and there was lots of money off different fragrances, so I'd be a fool not to, really. So I managed to pick up 3 fragrances and I spent less than £30, including delivery, because I think delivery was free. So let's get onto this and let me show you what I've bought. So the first fragrance doesn't need much of an introduction, even though it's brand new for 2020, because the name is quite renowned in the Fragcom. It is Vibrant Leather Summer. So most people know Vibrant Leather from Zara being an Aventus clone, and quite a good one by all accounts. Not the best performance, but for the money, it's a pretty good value. Then they released Vibrant Leather Cologne, which is a clone of Dior Homme Cologne, and that is an EDT. And now they've released Vibrant Leather Summer, which is an EDP. So I got this, I can't remember, but according to the sticker on the side, this is originally $19.99 for 120ml, and then it was reduced to $12.99 because there's 35% off, and then they did another sale and I got it for $9.99. So for 120ml, I thought it was worth a punt. Now, the reason I've bought this, even though I do own a Dior Homme Cologne clone, in the form of Mercedes-Benz cologne, is I love this fragrance. Most people know this is featured in numerous summer lists and I've raved about this. I love the mandarin in this, and this is great value for money when I bought it, but the prices have now skyrocketed, so I got this 120ml bottle for about $19.99. Performance on this is pretty good. It's okay actually. I get about 5 hours if it's sort of fairly cool, aircon, etc. If I'm quite hot and active, I will burn through it a lot quicker than that. So it's not the best performance, but for $9.99, I thought I'd take a punt on this, because a quick look on Fragrantica, and most people are saying that the performance is actually pretty good because it's an EDP. So again, there's a bit of, as always, there's a bit of a debate, but most people seem to think that the performance was quite good on this. So I thought for the EDP, I will give it a go for $9.99. So let's get into this and see what it's all about. Okay, I do like the bottles from Zara. They're just they're not cheap tacky, but they just keep it simple, but in a kind of classy way. So it doesn't kind of look too cheap and shit on your shelf. Lid is quite plasticky, but it's actually sort of fairly chunky. So it's, hold on, it's actually magnetic as well. Fucking hell, that surprised me. So as I've touched upon, this bottle counts as another clone of Dior Homme Cologne, which I love. Notes wise on Fragrantica, it's fairly slim pickings. They don't go into too much detail. There's bergamot, there's ginger and vetiver, I think, from memory. But editor Steve will put the notes on screen, so if I'm wrong, I will correct myself. So let's see what this smells like. I'm loving that magnetic cap. It's really nice. Oh. Oh, that's good. The mandarin takes a little bit longer. So when I spray Mercedes-Benz cologne, the mandarin hits instantly, and it's very juicy kind of mandarin, if a little bit synthetic, but it's nice. This one is a lot more, ginger is a lot stronger in this. Yes, and the mandarin is a little bit more of a kind of backseat driver to the ginger, I would say. Obviously, I'm getting the, if I say mandarin, it's like the fresh bergamot citrusiness, but so yeah, this is really nice. I really like this. It is very similar to Mercedes-Benz cologne, but the ginger, as I say, is a lot more prominent. So the, I keep thinking it's mandarin, but it's not, it's actually bergamot. The bergamot, the citrusiness is not as prominent. It's kind of, it's weird. So it's not as juicy as the Mandarin in Mercedes-Benz Cologne, but it's more tart. So it's not as kind of obvious. It's there, but it's kind of more of a tartar citrus, I guess, which makes sense because it's bergamot. But the ginger is definitely a lot more prominent, but I think this is more, but I think that gives this a bit more versatile, because the Mercedes-Benz Cologne is very Mandarin heavy, and it's quite, it's very much a warm weather citrusy fragrance. With this, it's got a bit more of a balance to it, so it's a bit kind of, a bit more sophisticated, I guess. So I could probably, if I had to wear one of these to the office, I would pick this one. If I had to wear one to a barbecue, I'd probably go Mercedes-Benz Cologne, but this is, it's really nice. I'm really chuffed with that. I'd highly recommend it for the money. Right, let's see what's next. The next fragrance is one that I picked based purely on the name, because it's two notes that I absolutely love. It's cardamom and blood orange. So according to the notes on, it's not even on Fragrantica, this is on the Zara website, it's got cardamom, blood orange and cedar in the base. So sounds ideal, if not simple, but I do love blood orange, I love cardamom. So yeah, and this is reduced to £6.99 for 80ml. Can't go wrong, can you really? Jesus Christ. So let's see if I can now get into it. So again, fairly simple bottle, just plain glass. It's got cardamom and blood orange on. Don't know what's going on with this lid. Don't think this one's, no, not magnetic this time. Let's give this one a go. I'm really excited to try this. This was just a complete punt. Let's see, I think here's clear. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh man. I really like that. It's very, it reminds me of the sort of soaps that you would get in a hotel when you go and stay in quite a nice hotel, the little shower gels or soaps. It smells sort of like that. But it's really nice. I would say that's quite unisex. I think it's male fragrance. But that's really nice. It's got something going on there. I like that. It's different. I've not got anything like that. Oh, I'm well chuffed with that one. For the money, £6.99, that's an absolute steal. This is an EDP again, so it's a bit kind of girly. It comes across as a bit, it's got a real sort of synthetic sweetness to it, but quite a nice synthetic sweetness. But it does smell a little bit kind of like, yeah, sweet, kind of girly sort of soaps that you might get. A bit like, I know what it smells like, the shop Lush. That's what it smells like. It smells like Lush. It's that sort of thing where there's kind of fragrant candles and things. I don't know if you have that in the US, but definitely smells like Lush. I'm not getting like an intense sort of blood orange, which is what I was kind of hoping for. I'm getting a bit of sort of cardamom, there's a bit of sort of spice there, but it's mainly like this sort of sweet, almost florally kind of vibe going on. And yeah, and but not, it's not like an orangey mandarin, blood orangey. It's not, it's kind of as a hint of it, but it's not particularly strong. But it's just really nice. I really like that. For £6.99, I'm well chuffed with that. I would definitely give that a go. That's very office safe, kind of versatile fragrance. I can imagine it might get a bit cloying in the heat, but other than that, well chuffed with that one. Next up, I've got a fragrance from the Zara's kind of numbered line, so most people know it's like 8.0, 9.0, so I assume it's a 10.0, because I've got 11.0. And the reason I got this was for two reasons. One, 11 is actually my lucky number. And two, I love the sound of the notes. And I'll read the notes to you and see if it kind of reminds you of anything that you might think of, like it did with me, and it's kind of what people are saying on Fragrantica that it smells like. So aromatic accords, apple, citrus zest, pink peppercorn, cedarwood, spices, geranium, vanilla, patchouli, musk and amber. So what some people said on Fragrantica is this smells a little bit like Boss Bottled. And you know what, I like Boss Bottled. I really enjoy the Boss Bottled EDP. I also like Leighton as well, which sometimes gets like compared to Boss Bottled. I don't really get the comparison, but some people do kind of compare it. It's like a niche version of that. So I'm quite excited because I love the sound of this sort of the apple again that you kind of get in Boss Bottled, but with the vanilla. I love kind of a nice creamy vanilla, which is why I love Leighton. It's got this lovely kind of sweetness to it with this real lovely creaminess on skin, and I really enjoy that. So I'm really excited to try this. This is 100ml EDT, this one, so not EDP like the other two. And according to this sticker, it was £9.99, which makes sense because I think this lot comes to about 26 quid. So yeah, let's get into this and see what this one's like. Okay, I'm probably fast forwarded that packaging, but you might have seen that I was struggling in there a little bit. I should have prepared with some scissors, etc. So they've gone for very much the same theme that they've done with the rest of the 8.0, 9.0, where there's one of them's kind of like a same sort of bottle as this, like frosted with red, one's kind of green. So same kind of vibes, but really excited to try this. Again, for £9.99, can you go too far wrong? So as I say, on Fragrantica, some people have compared this to Boss Bottled. Some people have said, don't really get that. Some people have also said it's got a 1 million kind of vibe, which again, quite like 1 million, but don't actually own 1 million. Okay, so it's the pepper. It was a pink peppercorn or something. What was it? It's definitely got, yeah, pink peppercorn. It's definitely got a bit of and spices as well. I don't know what spice, but it's definitely got some spice there. It's not like it's got some fresh, intense spiciness to it. So where I wouldn't compare this to 1 million too much, to be honest. Where 1 million is very, obviously quite sweet and it lures you in. This is quite strong and it's settling down a little bit, but the spices are quite full on actually. I'm surprised. I thought this was going to be a bit sort of with the amber and the vanilla. I thought it might dry down to be a bit creamier. So far, it's very first impressions. This is my least favourite of the three, without a doubt. It's not bad, but this smells to me quite sort of just generic. Clean man. I mean, it's not a bad fragrance. I could wear that, but it's not too exciting. I'm a little bit disappointed in this one, if I'm honest. I was just really hoping that the vanilla would be a bit more, vanilla and amber would come together to have this really nice kind of creamy, kind of attractive vibe. And it is an attractive smell, but the spice is quite strong, so it feels a little bit more mature to me. Not old man, just a bit more mature. It kind of, the spice, it sort of arcs back to some more older school fragrances. Now it's not like talky balls or anything like that, but the kind of spiciness does remind me of that kind of clean, fresh, slap on kind of vibes, spicy kind of fragrances that you kind of get. Spicy clones that you get old school. Yeah, so this one's a little bit disappointing. It's not bad by any means, but I am a little bit disappointed by this. This was the lowest scored, I think, that I saw on Fragrantica. Well, Cardamom and Blood Orange wasn't on Fragrantica. But yeah, hopefully it might dry down and become a bit creamier. The vanilla might come through. But that's the least favourite of the three. I would say my favourite, I'm really happy with the other two. I can't decide yet. I might report back in a couple of weeks and give you a little like revisited or update and tell you how they perform, etc., and what's my favourite. But yeah, so far I've really shuffled those two. Last one, less so, but it's perfectly nice. That would be quite a good gift actually. I could easily gift that, but it's just a bit unexciting for the frag head. I wouldn't recommend that for frag heads watching. Anyway, it's meant to be a quick first impressions. Thank you for watching. You know the score. Like, comment, subscribe, all that bollocks, and I will see you for the next video. Take care, much love.